Welcome to the show. Oh yeah. Welcome to the show. Yeah. Okay. Everybody, it's time for the show. 2 count, we about that go. Best in the Midwest, and we up next. Go and ring the bell, rest, cause here we go. Comedy meets wrestling. Yeah, we doing our own thing. Squared circle and a microphone. 2 count on everything. Can you smell what we're cooking now? Other shows, they ain't got that style profile. And while we strut on raised with 2 fingers up, JR, Big Ace, Tommy 2, they something else. This show be dynamite, next level, top shelf. I'm like, ah. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
There we go. Holy cow, what an intro. By the way, still, it's one of the best intros I've ever seen anywhere. You know?
Fantastic.
Anywhere.
I mean, I've seen plenty of intros.
Okay, so minus this one. What would be your next favorite theme song?
I'm
not talking. It doesn't even have to be wrestling.
Right, of anything. My next favorite theme song, I will be honest with you, is you remember Shango Unchained?
Yeah.
Django,
yeah, sorry. Django, well, whatever.
Shango Unchained?
Shango.
Is that what you fucking just said?
Papa Shango. I don't know.
I like how Tom
anyway, the point is...
I'm just like, yep.
You fuckers. The point is...
The freak.
The point is this. The song that is in that is also one that was taken from a show from way back in the 70s called They Call Me Trinity. And it is the best song ever. Period.
I like
you better can't play it for you or we'll get copyright stricken again.
Yeah, you know, I also like how you wanted to bring up a movie that's very much about slavery. So good for you. Whitney is looking rough, but that's not Whitney. That's our good friend joining us tonight. Special guest, Christian Hansen. Everybody, give it up, Christian Hansen.
Wait, someone just said he was looking rough. Who said that?
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Malice.
Fuck! Of course, it's fucking Malice. That's hilarious.
You're our guest here, Christian. We're gonna change this up a little bit.
Whitney's dead.
There we go.
That's
by the way, Malice, thank you and Gail so much for coming to the Bricks in Mason City, Iowa, to see Thomas and I. What an absolutely fantastic surprise.
This is not supposed to be me on top, but yeah, you know, it's funny we have referee Christian Hansen on tonight, but we should have had. Who the fuck keeps changing this? Why am I on top right now?
I ain't touching it, baby.
God damn it! Maybe it's just lagging behind.
What are you doing, Tom?
I'm trying to get
you know
Christian
how to work
on top.
The fucking thing.
Yes, I do.
Why do you try to do it? Just tell JR to do it.
Doesn't seem. See, you keep flipping it around. I don't know what the.
I'm not doing shit anymore. Hey, listen, Christian, I love you, but I gotta say, you didn't come to the show on Saturday. You know who did? Referee Daniel Myers and his brother and sister, or brother and wife. So what the fuck, dude?
Sister, I thought this was Iowa, not Alabama. Come on now.
You never know. You never know.
Hey,
you also came.
Be there,
Victor Payne.
I'll be flat out honest. I thought I was planning on being there, but then I forgot. No excuse other than I just forgot.
He's like, I have better shit to do.
I had an A&W cheeseburger.
That is better shit to do.
Yeah.
Just
that is way better shit to do.
Blew it off. I'll get you guys next time.
Although I will say,
JR's like,
that-
I'd have fucking missed it for an A&W cheeseburger too.
well, no, because here's the thing: they had wine slushies and whiskey slushies at the fucking Bricks.
Victor Payne is right. You're not top shelf. This is why you didn't fucking show up. And even though Malice doesn't want to be considered top shelf, him and Gaylor have been top shelf for a long time. And Daniel Myers, top shelf. Obviously, Victor Payne. His buddy Luke came as well. Fucking top shelf all the way. Fuck, Christian. I thought we were cool. I thought we were cool, brother.
Weird.
Hey,
Everybody's top shelf.
I have told you this for years. I'm not good enough to be quite top shelf. I'm not top shelf. I'm more like the lines of like pop off vodka. Let's be honest here.
Listen, okay. Let's set this straight once again. Top shelf is not about the booze you drink or the life you live. Are you giving yourself the best that you got every day, Christian? Yes or no?
Why would I not?
See, you could be top shelf. Then there's no fucking reason to say you're not top shelf. These guys just want everybody to just not be top shelf.
Look, at the end of the day, if you're not doing something to the best of your ability, what the hell are you even doing it for in the first place?
It's
Let's
not
be
that.
honest here.
Well,
Come
it's
on.
not. It's not to clarify though. It's not that we don't want people to be a top shelf. We just think they could do. I mean, they don't even have to put effort in, and they're doing better.
They could do better than be top shelf.
What the fuck are you both talking about? Talking out your ass.
Life.
What are you doing?
Life, baby.
Are you talking like behind the counter level? Is that what we're getting at here?
You want to be in a glass case? You're the glass case behind the cashier.
You're the myth. You're the shit that they only talk about.
You're like the flask size bottles of fucking Jameson. Is that what you're saying?
Ooh, now you're speaking my language.
Flask size for everybody. Everybody, that's what we're doing. We're all getting flask size. Whatever. What's the drink of choice though? I mean, is it Jameson or are you a vodka guy? Are you we gotta get you some Tito's?
I'm a whiskey dude. If I do drink, which is very few and far in between, if I do drink, I don't mind sipping on a nice whiskey.
Like a bourbon, scotch? What do we where's the realm?
Depends upon my taste on that day. My favorite go-to though is God, I can't remember. It's a local distillery here around where I live. And they'll have like little well pours or whatever that they'll sell out, and they'll have during like the summer festivals and stuff like that around here, and I'll grab myself a bottle of that. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's like B&W Distills or something like that. Very close. It's like a 20-minute drive, and they always have a whole bunch of good stuff there, and that's what I'll save some of that, and I'll just make that bottle last me a year. Have a nice little glass of it, a couple of sips, and I'm good to go.
I mean, there is the Iowa Distilling Company. Is that it?
No, that's not it.
Also want to say yes.
Sure? I'm just kidding. What now?
Also want to say quick thank you to Victor Payne, who was there also at the.
That's what I fucking say.
Did you already say
Meyer,
it?
his
I don't
brother,
know.
his
I was
wife.
busy. I was
Tom.
busy
I
taking
will.
care of shit.
Tom did say it. I will say that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm not some
don't
asshole.
dispute that he didn't. I just want to make sure that it gets covered.
No, hang on. You're still an asshole.
Well,
Who,
all
Tom?
right. But, yeah.
Anyways,
Tom drove.
so wait. What was your favorite theme song?
the theme from Django Unchained or Shango Unchained
yeah,
as
that's right.
T-Mod
I totally
20
thought you
said.
were gonna pick like some sort of fucking sitcom.
No.
His favorite theme song is the one from.
Well, because I was also thinking, like, what is it? Is it like the title scene for Django?
No.
See, that's what I'm thinking. I'm
it's
thinking
the one at the end.
Okay, all right. You went different with it.
Christian,
Tom,
welcome to the shit
you
show.
have one?
We appreciate you.
Well,
oh yeah,
Tom,
it's
do you
Sanford and
guys have a
Sons, man.
favorite theme song? Sanford and
Yeah,
Sons.
because I whistle that one all the time.
Sanford
I'll
and
just
Son
go.
is my alarm on my phone.
Yeah, it's my go-to at work if I'm just kind of between stuff because it always just catches into everybody else said where I just go. And that's as much as I can do because otherwise,
Well,
I get copyright strike.
well, let's just because I
Christian, do you have a favorite theme song or something like that?
I wouldn't exactly call it my favorite, but it's the one that always earworms its way into my head, and that's from Cheers.
Perfect. That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah. Where everybody wants to go, where everybody knows your name. You want to go?
My mom used
Cheers.
to watch all of those old TV, Happy Days, Cheers, all those old shows from way back in the day, and so it was something that from a very young age I would always remember hearing, and it just every now and then it just gets earwormed and stuck in there.
Oh yeah. You know what it was for me that
As
like
it
I
should,
end up
man.
like whistling and shit. It's not technically a theme song, but maybe it is. It's from the animated Robin Hood when the little rooster's walking around playing the thing and he's doing a and like that's all he does for the first 5 minutes of the movie until he like starts actually narrating.
A buddy of mine, that is his ringtone for his phone.
I fucking love it. Also, like, I mean, right? Everyone has to have that honorable mention of a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, it's so good.
That ain't it.
The fuck was that?
That was the original Wimbledon. Wait a minute. Here's what I was looking for.
Are you seasoned out?
Every morning. That's it. Every morning that wakes me up. Makes me feel good. Let's see. What
Ooh.
else? God, you guys are you have to have fun. Here's my ringtone.
Oh, are you playing theme songs that we're supposed to be guessing?
No. Well, here's my ringtone. Oops. Where'd it go? Oh, yeah, there it is.
I respect it.
That's important. That's an important phone call.
I don't care what anybody says. I love the fucking Mario Brothers movie. The newest one.
Yeah.
I have yet to see that.
Oh,
my God.
Good, dude. I will watch that just from time to time, just when I want to chuckle. I think it's hilarious. I can't wait for the next one.
I've never really been that big of a movie guy, though. So
the fact that Bowser is really just a very insecure, fucking love drunk lizard or turtle is hilarious. It's a whole new shade for Bowser. You don't get that.
The only thing I've seen from that movie is that little blue flame that just wants to die and waits for death.
When he's like,
but he's so happy to wait for death.
Finally, sweet relief. And then when they all
I
get
mean,
saved,
could you imagine being that
dang
happy
it.
in your own life where you're just like, okay, I'm okay with death? I mean, man, that must be the happiest fucking blue flame of all time.
It depends upon how you read it. Either that or it's the most absolutely miserable.
That, and I think they nailed the Donkey Kong and Mario relationship. And Seth Rogen's just hilarious as Donkey Kong. Like, his voice just makes me laugh. That's good shit. Anyways, Tales from the Crypt's a good one too. Malice is into the spooky shit though. He likes that kind of shit.
Yeah.
You a horror film
the Crypt
guy?
Keeper.
Not really. I like the style of horror movie where it's like so far into the horror that it's almost a comedy. Like some of the Halloweens and the Friday the 13th, where it was like you could tell they tried to go for funny, but also it's so ridiculously over the top that you just can't help but laugh at it. I'm not a big fan of the movies that are like, oh great, 2 hours of, oh my god, something's gonna jump out at me. Jump scares. It's cheap, it's lazy, and I just don't care for it.
I think that's why the Terrifier blew up. Because the clown, like, all he does is kill people, but there's like the funny clown side to him.
Yeah.
While he's horribly killing people.
Like I'm all for like one of those like psychological horrors where like you have to really think about things, you have to watch for the details, you might not notice something right away and it creeps up on you. I'm not into the whole walking in the dark and all of a sudden something comes and that's it and that's all it is and then move on to the next thing. We'll get you again 5 minutes later. Just
were you a Sixth Sense guy?
Yes and no. I enjoyed them, but I wouldn't go out of my way to see them.
I remember going to that movie and people getting so mad because like an hour in, I was like, so wait, he's dead, right? That's talking to the kid, right? He's dead. Because I was so fucking bored. I hated the movie. I was not enjoying it. And I apparently figured it out. I thought everybody knew. My bad.
Yeah, what the fuck, asshole? Jesus. Fucking talking during a movie? God.
I was so fucking bored.
God.
And I was in high school. Like, I didn't care then. I was an asshole.
Was? Come on, man. I've been on car rides with you. Let's go, you asshole.
Yeah, you know, you've been in the car with me. You take up most of the air.
Wow. Wow, man. Fucking blows. Listen, Christian, here's a question. Let's move away from movies. You're not really a movie guy, but I gotta ask, right? So this is comedy meets wrestling. You know, I know you're a golfer at heart. You're deep down, you're a golfer, you love the sticks. You looking forward to Happy Gilmore 2?
I really hope that they don't just absolutely screw it up.
Right?
I'm praying that it actually is actually going to be something decent, because I've seen too many times where, oh, we're going to revive this thing from how many years ago, and they just better off left it dead. I'm hoping that they do it justice and it isn't just a cash grab to try and grab at the money one more time. I'm hopeful.
A lot of people
So
saw Jack
hopeful.
and Jill and realized Adam Sandler doesn't always care about the best product out, but I think he knows.
Mr. Deeds was another dog.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa, Mr. Deeds.
Oh, I
is
love
classic.
Mr. Deeds. It's so
Get
good.
out of here, really?
It's okay.
Yes, it's so good.
It's got
Maybe not because of Adam Sandler, but because of all the bullshit that the kid did. Jumping around, puking his guts out, pissing on the wall.
Oh, you're thinking of Big Daddy.
Throwing the... Oh, yeah, that is Big Daddy. What the... Yeah, Mr. Deeds. Yeah, never mind.
Mr. Deeds is where
there's
he
too
had...
many. There's too many from that era.
Yeah, right. But Mr. Deeds was the one where he had the frostbitten foot.
Yeah, the frostbitten foot and wins all the money.
Yeah.
That one is pretty shit.
I'll give
it. And it's a remake of crap too.
Yeah, it is a remake. Shooter McGavin was recently interviewed and he said that Adam Sandler and his crew really did it right for Happy Gilmore 2. So we'll see.
God, I hope so.
We'll see. Homeboy probably also just really needed a payday. It was dying.
Does he really though? He just had how many movies come out on Netflix, and Netflix basically.
Oh no, I meant
everybody.
I meant the guy who plays Shooter McGavin.
Yeah,
he was just on that TV show. Was it The Good Wife or something? It was like that one lawyer show. He was playing one of the judge, and he had been doing that for the last 8 years.
The last thing I saw him on was some commercial on the Super Bowl for some clothing line.
Well, here's the deal. He definitely still acts like Christian said, but you'll never escape the character of Shooter McGavin. Right. That's so iconic. It's that movie was iconic, and that's why, come July, it's gonna either be a really lot of happy people and being like that was awesome, or fucking Sandler's done. It is kind of make or break for him. If
at this point
it sucks.
He's making so much money, it doesn't make any difference.
Well, but the thing is, do you think he lost how to be really funny? Because A, he doesn't get as crazy rude as he used to, and then B, Homeboy can be a serious actor and has done a lot of that, more than comedy in the last 10 years. So, I don't know.
I mean, look, here's the thing. There's only so far. Tom and I were talking about something, or maybe it was the law of diminishing returns. At some point, he's just not. He can't do anything different.
Well, hold on. Our conversation about that was geared a completely different way than
Adam Sandler, it was, but it's the same thing.
But the thing is, all he has to do is do. I think the thing is, the rude part, the crude part, is all gone as he became older, became a dad. Throw some of that shit back in there and you'll probably be fine, dude. That's the thing. Some of these things, some of the gags for laughs, trying to not be as dirty anymore, just aren't as funny.
You try and clean it up and it just doesn't hit the same.
I believe this is our buddy Daniel Meyer, by the way, right here, saying same stance with the King of the Hill reboot. Cautious optimism. Very true.
We've had many conversations about that as well. Basically, one of our group chats is basically wrestling memes and King of the Hill references, and I'm all for it. But we've had that conversation on there before. That I'm hoping it's good, but also judging by how things have gone, it's optimism at best, and I'll be happy to be wrong.
Where's that reboot going on?
Is it on Hulu?
I don't know. I thought one of you might know.
No, I don't.
I mean, I got a computer right in front of me, so the Hill reboot station? No. Streaming.
Don't fuck shit up.
It will be on Hulu.
Hulu! Nice.
This summer. The revival will consist of 2 seasons.
Hi, Kitty.
But we all know that we won't get Brittany Murphy on this one because she is long since passed on. Look at that. A cat is here. Discount is here. Good for the cat. Also, do you think the King of the Hill reboot came about because they did a couple more seasons of Beavis and Butthead? Or was this completely a different idea from Mike Judge?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's probably not against the idea, but
bro, you're getting hair all over my beer. What the fuck? Sorry.
I think one of the things you mentioned
coming in, why not?
Right.
One of the things you mentioned, the cash grab. I mean, if they've still got stuff to do and they've still got good ideas, why not do them?
Damn, Malice. Look at you just being so much of a curmudgeon yourself. I tell you.
Yeah, he's probably right, though. It's probably going to suck.
I mean, at the end of the day, nostalgia is one of the hardest drugs to kick. I mean, they also rebooting Futurama. They have recently.
Oh, they've done like 3 reboots over the years on that one. That one's been off and on since it started. I don't know. Some of the people in this movie make it seem like it's going to be questionable. Like, why is Bad Bunny his fucking caddy in this movie? Like, where's Homeless Guy? Bring fucking Homeless Guy back. If they don't open this movie and they're at the fucking funeral for Homeless Guy caddy, I'll be pissed.
I mean, they could. There is rumors of bringing down back
because that's the only way I would accept it. Because why we bring a Bad Bunny in as your caddy? That or how do you not get Will Zalatoris and have him pretend to be the fucking kid caddy from the very first tournament from the first movie that he's?
Oh no, he's making an appearance. He's making an appearance.
Also, it's going to be he's going to be the caddy though. Like that's the thing. He has to be that caddy.
He didn't have to be, but he.
Yes, he does. That was the thing. He broke on the tour. Everyone was showing the pictures of him and that kid from the movie. So if he's going to be in Happy Gilmore too, he's got to be like, oh.
Well, didn't you see Will from the Valspar Open where he put on his caddy's jersey Gilmore's caddy? So he is going to be part of the movie in some realm or some fashion. So, I really
hope though he comes in as that grown as that character. You know what I mean? It'd be hilarious.
What Happy Gilmore's just going? Don't I know you from somewhere?
Right.
The Waterbury Open. That's right.
Just make sure I don't make myself look like a jackass right away. Re on that one, asshole.
That's what I call a hole-in-one.
Hey, Happy, can I get one of those?
It is nice to know that Happy Gilmore was a spokesperson for Subway well before fucking Jared ruined every fucking thing.
It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. I hope the story... Because obviously
Chris, you didn't know you're going to end this, did you?
Jesus.
Because like the whole thing is like he quit golfing, and they're like, you got to go back to the golf world, from what I gather from the trailers. So I just hope the story is good. Like like Grown Ups 1 was good, right? But then Grown Ups 2 was really just fucking shtick the whole time. The story was pretty fucking loose, and I like a good story. Like I like a story with my wrestling. Do you like a story with your wrestling?
Shaquille O'Neal and Grown Ups 2, dude. What else do you fucking want, man?
I mean, that was one of the only great parts. I'm home now, done driving. Hi.
You were messaging us and driving. God damn it, Mouse.
Oh yeah, MJF's in the movie, and
Yeah.
so was I think Becky Lynch.
Oh, really?
I mean, if Paul White's not in there being Captain Insano, making an appearance that way, I'm not for it.
Yeah, but that ain't the water boy.
It is, but also you can always have fucking Easter eggs or something else, like, hey, Captain Insano, like a celebrity fucking term or something like that. Have fucking Big Show swing a club that's way too fucking small for him. I'm here for that, man. That's what I want to
Have
fucking
like
see.
the Marvel multiverse where they bring together all the Adam Sandler '90s movies.
Oh my
Fuck
god!
yeah, dude.
Billy Madison shows up. Little
Yeah,
How's
have
that going to
all-
work out with Rob Schneider being basically on his ass at every single movie that he's ever done? How many times are they going to have to recostume him?
What are your guys' favorite Rob Schneider characters from Sandler movies? I know we're not talking wrestling right now, but I'm very curious because I have two, and they're kind of the same fucking guy.
It's him and the water boy. You
Yeah.
can do it.
No, Little Nicky.
No.
Well,
Little Nicky.
What was
It's
he
either-
in Little Nicky?
it's either him and Waterboy or him and Big Daddy, where he's the delivery driver.
I mean,
What
that's up there too.
What was
Hip hop?
Schneider?
You
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
on us?
What was he in
You
Little
can
Nicky?
do it.
Yeah, Waterboy.
What was he in Little Nicky?
He was that guy like, you can do it. Bite his head
Oh
off.
yeah, he does the same thing. So mine is 51st Dates, and then he kind of, because when she beats him with the bat, he runs away and he's like, "You crazy bitch!" And then also, have you guys seen The Wrong Missy on Netflix? It's this David Spade starred led movie. It's fucking hilarious. Hilarious. Basically, he goes on a date with a crazy girl. And actually, Roman Reigns is in the whole opening scene. It's hilarious. Goes on a date with this crazy girl. Months later, meets this other chick on a plane. They like almost hook up. He's gonna ask her to go on this like retreat to Hawaii with his company. They both had the same name. Turns out he texts a crazy girl. That's who meets him on the plane, and comedy ensues.
Oh, and this is pretty recent too, right?
Yeah. And they go on this retreat in Hawaii. Well, the fucking guy who does their shark, because they do the whole getting the shark cage dipped in the ocean because the new owner of the company wants to do it. Schneider is the Hawaiian dude who's in charge of the whole fucking shark trip. And he like has like 3 fingers, and like later he's in Nick Swartzen's room and they're like talking about weed, and he couldn't bring any weed because he's like, oh, they would have clipped me, and it's like hair grow foam, but it gets you high, and like Schneider's just in his room like Hawaii guy, and he's like, oh, it's all over my pubes. Like, just fucking, he's like, I'm coming home with you. Nick Swartz is like, no, I didn't say that. He's like, yeah, you said I could live with you. Like, he's just hilarious. Ben Schwarber's is great. I watched that like a month ago. Recently. Forgot how
Gus
great
the
that was.
Bus.
Gus the Bus.
All right. Enough about the
Well,
movies.
what I was gonna say though is like, and I did ask you this, and then we kept going on that. But like, what's your story is a big deal. So do you like story with your wrestling?
I mean, there has to be somewhat. I'm all down for just a beat down just because, but I also want something to kind of make me give a shit.
So when you very first saw pro wrestling, what was it that sucked the hook into you? Like what really got you?
My very first experience with pro wrestling was actually video games. WWF Attitude and WWF Warzone for the PlayStation 1.
Nice.
Was my very first experience with wrestling. And then I also had WCW Mayhem as well.
God, they weren't even the best fucking WWF or WWE or WCW games either. God damn it.
Well, I didn't have a Nintendo 64, so I couldn't get the No Mercy in them.
Yeah, 64 had the fucking classics.
Yeah, that had WCW, NWO Revenge. That was fucking the best.
I
WCW.
think I had the original WrestleMania on NES, but like the one I played the most was my Genesis Royal Rumble. Like fucking hardcore. I wasn't much of a gamer after that though. So, but okay. So how does the transition go from video games to watching the product?
Channel surfing one night, and I randomly found WCW Nitro. And I was watching that for a while. And after a while, like about a month or so of tuning in on Mondays to watch it, it's like, it's a commercial. Let's see what else is on, because I don't remember what was happening. But it's like, let's see what's going on during the commercial. Went literally up one channel on the remote, and I see Stone Cold Steve Austin walking out of an office with a plunger, handing it to Triple H. Here, kid, you're gonna need this. And I'm like, all right, I'm here now. And I never went back.
That's fucking great. Oh man, you know what I loved when he became the head of the company, and they show him at his first day at the corporate office, Austin, and he shows like the secretary how to answer the phone. So then he walks away, and she's just like, "Yeah, who the hell is this? What the fuck do you want?" Like, and he like goes in, and he's like, "Everybody, we're gonna drink beer, and whoever's the loser, you're out, you're fired." Like some of the he goes through payroll, and he finds, I don't know if you guys remember that, and he finds Mankind. He's like, "Oh, Shane McMahon, yeah, you could cut that shit in half." "Oh, Mankind, Mick Foley, you know what? Triple his salary." Like, oh, it's one of the greatest things. But dude, it's crazy. Austin was really fucking captivating. Like, he was a big reason. Like, the Attitude Era happened, but he took it and drove it.
Like, I full-heartedly believe that without Stone Cold Steve Austin, we would be watching WCW right now.
There's a good chance. There's a really good chance of that.
Well, if it wasn't for Vince Russo, we would probably be still seeing WCW. And apparently, Jim Cornette has come out and said that if he had it his way, Paul Heyman would have been brought in as creative at the end or towards when Vince Russo was brought in.
Yeah, but let's be like real honest, though. It wasn't even Russo. It was Hogan. Because that's why Russo ended up cutting the promo. The shoot wasn't even a promo. That's why he cut the shoot at that one show where he literally said, "This is all because of you, Hogan." And it was. And like, because Hogan didn't like the plans. Granted, they probably were shit, but also Hogan was a fucking cockblock anyways.
Well, and here's the other thing. They were going down regardless.
And they were. But the man driving that train was Hogan for a long while.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. But it didn't make any difference because once Turner sold that, they were going to get the fuck rid of it anyway.
Yeah. It was
yeah. The writing was on the wall.
It's kind of funny when you think about it, though. He ruined... He was one of the biggest factors to WCW ending. He was a real big factor of why TNA Impact lost the momentum they had once he got there and almost killed it all completely. And this motherfucker and Eric Bischoff are going to start another company.
Of course, they're going to start another company.
If he wants to throw his money at something just to watch it flush down the toilet, he's more than welcome to.
It's beer, brother.
It's beer. Oh, man. That's good shit. Anyways, so you're watching wrestling now. You're hooked. Where do like the aspirations come from? Did you want to wrestle initially? Were you always dead set on a ref? Like, how do you enter the actual business?
I had gone to Impact Pro Wrestling. They had the training facility when it was still in Algona.
Shout out TS.
And I had shown up there, and they had a thing. They had like a open house type of thing. Very similar to what APW is doing this weekend in Des Moines.
At the West Des Moines, the Hall. I couldn't find the fucking name of this place. The Hall, yeah. Oh, there it is. Brawl at the Hall, too. Come join us Saturday.
He is so fucking high right now.
No, it's not even that. I just need fucking glasses. Everything is so fucking tiny.
I know, I'm trying to watch.
Well, you got to go see the eye doctor.
You should see me at work. It's fucking brutal trying to read some of this shit nowadays. It's getting bad, boys. Like,
Let me put my cheaters here.
Ooh, oh, dude, I'm at like almost 150 zoom in on everything. Like, it's bad.
My God.
Yeah, go get your eyes checked, dude. Harder.
He's gonna laugh at that because He's just gonna laugh. He's just like, who has money for that when you fucking golf as much as he does? I tell you, he's just like, nah, there's no money in that copay, motherfucker.
Dude, I keep thinking, I'm like, God, would my golf game be that much better though if I got my eyes checked?
Yeah, because you can see
And
where the
then
fucking ball goes.
Well, but that's just it though. I don't need to see where it goes. I just need to know the direction. I need to see the ball when it's on the fucking tee or at my feet. That's when I need to see it. So as long as I can see it there, we're good.
He's just leaving it up to everybody else you're fucking playing with. Like, I think the guy that went to the fucking right. I have no idea.
I see the direction it goes in and where it probably drops, and then as long as it's a good hit and it's fairway, I'm good. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna find it. It's on the fucking fairway.
I don't want you to ever fucking drive.
First of all, asshole, you have driven with me, and we had no issues finding my ball.
That's true. That's true.
So,
well, I mean, unless all those ones that you lost in the woods or in the river or.
I examined 2 glasses, $89.95, America's Best. Go do that right now.
I know. I just, to be honest, it's fucking.
You think he's got $90, motherfucker? This guy just went on a golf trip. He has zero fucking money right now.
He's got money. He's got money coming out of his
No
ears.
one has money after a golf trip.
He's the ring announcer for 4 fucking promotions.
But don't pay him enough, all right?
Yeah, Christian knows how poor I am with that. Come on. I just don't have time. That's really it. I just don't have time because actually the eye exam is considered medical for us, so like it's covered. I just don't have fucking time. I need to make time. You know what it was? One of our it was probably I think it was the first West Des Moines Brawl to Hall show when we were driving down. We stopped at one of the truck stops. And I was waiting on Devin and Tom to come out, and I was looking at like sunglasses and shit. And I just happened to see the readers, so I picked up a random pair, put it on. And as I'm doing this, is when him and Devin round the corner and find me, and I'm just like this with the glasses, looking at my phone, like, oh my god, I can fucking see.
So did you buy some trucker glasses?
No, we left.
They're probably $200 from the truck stop too. He could have just had at least fucking reading glasses and stuff like that around. But
hey, man, I passed my driver's license eye test. We're good.
Yeah, so do I. But I'm still gonna go to the fucking eye doctor.
Yeah, so did my grandma at 88 years old.
Yeah, you can squint. They don't know that you're squinting in there. That's the whole fucking problem.
I was in a car.
I was in a face in the thing. They can't tell what you're doing in there.
Hey man, I was in a car this weekend that literally just drove itself to fucking Missouri. So like, I'll just save my money, get one of those.
That's the way. Fucking all right. If you're gonna save your money to get a car that just drives itself, I can guarantee you right now, you gotta stop fucking playing golf. All right, that's the only way you're saving money for that shit.
Yeah, I'll fucking lease it.
I'll lease it. Probably die in it. Whatever.
Nah, fucking 2 years later, I'm gonna get a different one.
Just lease it again. Just spend more.
You think about it,
too,
right?
so
like
great.
I've been paying for a car for how many years of my life at this point? Like, is it make sense? Because I'll probably keep paying. Like, just fucking lease a new car. At least you get a new car every couple of years. Fuck. Oh god, you don't want to be a Rochester gigolo, Mike. It's not. It's bad out here, bro. You don't want to do that.
All that nursing money? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that's the truth. I know. I will get glasses someday. So you go to Impact, you go to the Vault?
Yep, we went to the Vault there, did an open gym there.
No, was this Algona? Was this like the Vault?
Yeah, this was the Vault in Algona when they had it uptown.
Yep.
On Main Street.
Yep.
Did the training up there and did the open gym. Went and got a physical, found out wrestling is not in the cards for me for medical purposes, so plan B. And I had actually joined into the school to be a manager.
Okay.
So did that, and after sitting on the sidelines because of not really a spot opening up and just not being used and just not really anything that made sense other than just throwing one on a show just because why not, which there's no point in it. Then we had Billy J deciding he wanted to move to Florida.
Oh shit, I didn't realize you like started reffing when Billy J left.
Yep. So after Billy J left, that's when I started taking over from there.
Shit. All right. Shout out to Billy J. OG guest. Fuck, I did not tie that two together like that. That's crazy. Okay, so I remember when you started.
My very first night reffing was in Algona, actually.
Hell yeah.
And I remember that show very well, very, very well, for one very specific reason.
Oh, do tell.
Main event of the show: Aaron Von Baron versus AJ Smooth, and that is the match where Aaron broke his leg.
Ouch.
So my very first night in Stripes was the
Rough
night
stuff.
that Aaron broke his leg.
Fuck.
I was like, oh, great. Well, can only go up from here, right?
We're gonna blame you.
Oh, I already do.
No?
Insane.
Oh, you. Oh, well, that's good.
Then from there, it was just working the shows, because back then that was when IPW was running shows in Algona once a month or every other month, and they were having their monthly shows down in Des Moines at Forte. Working with that, and from there it just grew on. It's like, all right, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm good at. This is what I'm doing. Let's be the best.
Mouse is heartless, saying he never broke his leg with Billy J.
No, but unlike Billy J, I've never had to take a fireball to the face either.
Well,
ooh, Malice, can we do a fireball? Answer in the chat. Fireball at the next show. Let's give it to Nella. Is he watching? We'll see if he's really watching now, because he'll be like, "Oh fuck no." Yeah, dude, I'll tell you what, and you're a fucking busy guy, because JR said it before. I work with 4 different companies, and I think you work all of most of them. 3 out of the 4 for sure.
Yeah, because we got Social Experiment that I'm working with. Thank you to Daniel Myers for getting me on that one. He was actually the one that got booked first and then drug me along for the ride. So thank him for that. And then Madhouse, been working with them as much as possible since the first show. Absolute Pro, working with them since the first show. And Impact Pro Wrestling, I'll be doing a lot of their county fair shows this year.
now,
Also in the past, worked for Rugged Pro. I Iron Man the first Rugged Pro Wrestling show.
Because you fucking good like that.
now here's a question for Malice. So, do you know he means like actual fireball, not just doing like fireball shots, right? Like, I want to make sure.
You think the first thing when we say fireball in this capacity that he goes to the shot?
Yes.
So Malice immediately is going to go to a fireball to someone's face. He don't drink fireball.
Where do you think a fireball shot goes? It's to the fucking face, man.
Fireball to him is piss.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but
The
man still likes to drink. God damn it!
Yeah, but he's not going to drink that. That's like fucking toothpaste.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry that everybody has such a fucking refined palate all of a sudden around here. Jesus Christ, when did y'all start trying to drink the top shelf booze around here? I tell you.
Well, if you're looking for
Malice has been top.
Cream soda is a heck of a mix. I'll say that.
Oh, gross!
Say if you're looking for the top shelf cinnamon liqueur, I guess it's fucking Fireball.
Gross. Well, either way, Malice has been top shelf before you were top shelf.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, what I'm saying is,
I mean,
the human embodiment of Fireball whiskey. So
JR does.
Yes. See, I can be nice to everybody else, but JR.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You guys got to remember, JR is a fucking mean or old curmudgeon. He fucking sucks as a human being. You guys got to remember this.
We know that.
No disputes on.
Yeah.
That.
See, I may be an asshole, but he's a real dickhead.
When you become a ref, Christian, here's my question: do you then become fans of other refs? Like, do you pay more attention to the guys that are doing what you do?
I relatively paid attention, but once I started actually doing it, that's when it really became full force. Like, to actually watch them now, because I've heard like, oh, I noticed certain things here and there that he would do, but now now that I've been doing this, now it's like almost second nature for me to like, I'm watching the ref almost as much as I'm watching like the actual match going on. Just for little things here and there. It's like, oh, maybe I could take that. Maybe I could use that. Oh, I could see why you did that. And it just rolls.
I love it. Yeah, because whenever you do something, you end up paying more attention to what you're doing to like hone your own craft.
Who, in your opinion, Christian, would be like the ultimate referee? We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. I mean, the names that come up are Earl Hebner is one. Charles Robinson's another one, but there's so many more.
Another one I'll put up there is Nick Patrick.
Oh yeah.
Not just because I've seen some of his stuff in WCW, some of it, give or take with it. The biggest thing I liked about Nick Patrick was that he was always the one once he came over to WWE during the Alliance when he was like the stooge WCW ref that always took the beat downs. That always worked out well. And then whenever there was any kind of like comedy shtick kind of match going on, it always seemed like he was the ref for that, and it always worked out perfectly. Like one of the biggest ones I remember is with one of the Basham brothers and Eddie Guerrero, and Eddie smacking him with like a leather lash whip, and then stuffing it in his hand, and just the facial expressions on Patrick just glowing red, thinking that Basham had whipped the hell out of him.
Yeah, that was excuse me, sorry, brain fart there all of a sudden. Didn't know what I was gonna say, but yeah, no, that was always some good stuff right there. What about some? Do you know TNA much?
Oh yeah, been watching TNA since I had seen a little bit of it when it was still on like Fox Sports Net, back when it was still kind of out there, and then when it first came over to Spike TV, I've been following it ever since.
Were you a fan of Scott Dick Johnson?
And the biggest thing I really hated about that era of TNA, and this is gonna be my stickler coming out, I didn't like the shorts. It just looks so out of place for it to be ref shirt with a collar and everything, and then the dude's wearing like knee-high shorts.
Well, I don't know what the hell your problem is, man. That's a classy look. I think Joey Jojo could pull that move off.
Yeah, we'll tell him to wear knee-high shorts at the next show.
Him and his chicken legs.
Yeah, that's why I think he would be the only one wanting to pull it off. Right?
Yeah, you definitely wouldn't want to be seeing me in shorts running around like that. I'd end up with so much hair missing off my legs.
Oh, that's fair. Here's a question: do you got any beef with the referees?
You talking like that I've met in person, or like just referees like in general? Because we could get into a real conversation about that.
Well, of course, yes. That's what we're looking for is some of the dirt. So who in real life do you hate, and who in just story do you hate? Like, because this is going to be gold either way. Let's end your referee career right now. Who do you fucking dislike?
Fuck Rick Knox.
Really?
Fuck him.
Wow. Okay. Now, is it the bald head, or what's the problem with him?
A referee with a goddamn gimmick, referee doing dives and stuff because he feels like it, gets a bag of Coke thrown in his face, and he's throwing super kicks left and right that look absolutely ass.
Yeah, they were horrible.
The fact that every time that he's in the ring, especially during like a Young Bucks match, he might as well not even be in there, because any rules or anything or any sense of direction is just out the fucking window. He acts like he's lost in there, or like he's not even paying attention, because nothing is being followed. There's no counts. There's no nothing. There's nothing. He just stands there and waits for someone to possibly be pinned, whether it's supposed to be like a no rules match or not. That's what he does. People getting hurt in the ring, and then he stands there with his hands in his pockets like, oh, what do I do? As a dude's unconscious on the fucking ring mat. Just drives me
So is
up
that
the
it?
wall.
Are those all the issues you have with Rick Knox, or?
No, but if I get into any more, my head's gonna explode. But you got the idea.
I like
Okay.
it. Fuck
All
that
right.
guy. Fuck that guy.
So is
Bald-headed
there somebody locally that you hate too? Please let us know.
Oh,
fuck.
And you could say Joey Jojo. We know you're working with him this weekend, so let him have it.
no. Joey Jojo's just young and green and still makes a few mistakes just like everybody. But I remember when he first started and just how shy and meek and just kind of tuck himself into the corner and didn't want to rub people the wrong way. So he didn't want to be authoritative and just kind of, you had to really coax it out of him. And over the years, he has gotten much better at that. But I remember those early days where it was just, you almost had to like pep talk him before the show. Otherwise, like I could be standing ringside and not be able to hear him
Wow.
because he just hadn't found his voice. He hadn't found his backbone yet for reffing. That was something that he had to come up with time. And now he's finally starting to get into it. And now he's getting to that point. So watching him get better and watching him from where he started out with to where he is now, both him and Myers as well, both from where they started out to where they are now, night and day differences with both of them. And I'm glad to see that they've gotten so much better, honestly.
Now, are you envious of Joey because he has people try to berate him, audience members yelling and screaming at him like he's a heel himself, or are you okay with the fact that he gets that kind of attention? You don't.
It's his turn. I had that first.
Oh, did you know? Okay.
In Des Moines, after Billy J left for like 2.5 years at Forte, when I would come out, I would always get booed out of the building and chants of "You're not Billy."
Holy fuck!
Wow.
The audacity of fucking Des Moines. What a shock.
Everybody, like pretty much everybody in the building, with the exception of a few, including Joey and Jackson King and a couple others, they would actually like cheer for me and like, "Hey, it's Chris, yay!" But all the rest of it, just, "Boo! You're not Billy. Get out of here. We don't want you." So now the fact that Joey's getting that treatment, especially in Waterloo, I'll accept it. I'll accept it.
All right. I mean, do you give him any kind of guidance on how to handle it, or you just say, "Well, you got to learn sometime, kid"?
I mean, at the end of the day, the audience is going to believe what it wants. The audience is going to say what it wants. At the end of the day, they have no control over how anything really goes. So just block them out and focus on your job. You have one job to do. Focus on it. Nothing else matters.
Well, fair enough.
So as a referee, Christian, how do you get your practice in? Do you go to the open gyms and training sessions, etc.?
I would if there were ones that were relatively close to me that are open. Now, maybe with Absolute's training facility coming up, now there might be time where I might be able to, because that would be the closest one to me. Other than that, to get down to like Madhouse's training facility, that's about a 3.5 hour drive from home for me, one way. So I really don't have that option to do anything like that. The most I can do is just, when I'm at the gym, just make sure I'm keeping like my shoulders and my knees and my hips and stuff like that somewhat loose and somewhat still mobile, just so in that way I don't go from doing nothing to having to be running around the ring, counting, whipping my arm around, doing stuff like that, and then have a shoulder blowout or something.
Yep. Do you have in essence a pre-game warm up that you or ritual that you go through?
Yes and no. Depends. Depends upon how sore I am at the time. I'll sometimes like tape up my wrist, tape up my knee, tape up whatever needs to be taped up. But most of the time it's just get dressed and then for about 10, 15 minutes before I need to start, before the show starts or whatever. I'm just stretching and getting loosened up, and that's about it. Not really any ritual or anything like that.
Yeah.
Just relatively simple.
Have you had any injuries in ring as a ref?
A couple. One is just from I got cut open real good from Malice.
Fucking
From him tossing the IPW Extreme title at me, and that thing was sharp and pointed.
I thought it was
tossed
because
it
you
at me
forced you
one
broke.
hand. I was kind of
down.
half paying attention, caught me in the face, and cut my lip open.
I had to force him to rub me. Dude, what is it with Malice and hitting referees? Because didn't he also do that with the ladder or chair and smoked Joey?
Yeah.
Yeah, he pushed the ladder over and smoked Joey in the head.
That shit was hilarious.
Listen to you cackle and joy about fucking Joey's injury.
Dude, it was kind of funny though.
Yeah, I don't know, but he sounds
I feel
pretty
bad
hateful
for the
about
kid
this.
because he took a hell of a knock, but it was funny.
At
Like
least
when you're
nobody was
watching-
chanting, "You deserve it."
That's true.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Do you
Yeah,
not?
There was
do
probably
his
some
fucking
mania.
hair, moron.
You can feel bad about it, but also laugh about it. Think about like when a kid slips and falls on his face from running out on the sidewalk. I'll laugh my ass off at that. I feel bad at the kid because he fell on his face, but I'm still gonna laugh my ass off.
Well, hopefully
As
this
you
makes you
should.
feel good, Chris. He said hitting you was an accident.
And I believe that.
No,
Joey,
he's just
maybe
saying
not so
Chris.
much.
Chris was an accident. He's not saying that throwing that title and hitting him was an accident. He's saying Chris was an accident.
That is a fact.
The Michigan gig you had. What about the Michigan gig you had? You get cut there? You get busted open? Injured?
Oh yeah, I did a deathmatch show out in Fenton, Michigan
Oh my god.
for ICW No Holds Barred, and guy had used the fluorescent light tube. Used it as a like a baseball bat, hit the other guy in the head, and the ends where like the metal contacts are and everything are super sharp. And so you always got to make sure like you step on them, pop them, and everything because they'll cut the hell out of you. Just happened to bounce just right, and it just so happened to right off the side of my head. Didn't think anything. I was like, oh, I just got poked. It's fine. Finish the match, get to the back, and I could feel like the side of me was like wet. I thought maybe it was just like overspray from during the match because one of the guys got cut open with a shrimp knife.
Oh,
Nice. Hell yeah.
And so
No, not hell yeah.
And so I thought maybe it was just like, oh, maybe I just caught some of the spray from his forehead. It's happened. It's happened. My whole shirt was covered from it. So I thought maybe it was just, I look and no, that little piece had nicked me just enough to where I had blood coming down the side of my face, down and down my neck. It had nicked me just enough that it was just coming out.
Ugh.
I had to look badass though.
It wasn't too bad. By the time like it had happened, match was over and I had gotten to the back and had started like wiping myself off. It had already stopped bleeding, so
Yeah.
it wasn't that big of a deal.
Have you done
I got
many?
a picture of it at least. So
Nice. Have you done many death matches?
I've done a few. I did 2 matches at that show, and then I've done like a couple of like deathmatch style matches for like IPW and like the Madhouse style ones. But those 2 matches that I did at that show were like my only like traditional deathmatch style matches with the whole light tubes and barbed wire and gusset plates and all that type of stuff.
So like how is that? Because you're in the splash zone on those matches. Like you're wearing other people's blood. Does that bother you at all?
Not at all.
Nice.
I loved it. It was some of the most fun I've had at a show.
Would you do it again?
Even though the ring was like in the middle of somebody's backyard.
Fuck yeah. True backyard.
12 and a half hour drive there. Did 2 matches, ate some Culvers, and then a 12 and a half hour drive back.
Fuck, bro. Did you sleep at all?
I slept a little bit on the way back. I rode down with JJ Garrett.
Okay.
And so I drove down, picked him up, and then I drove the entire way to the show. Drove out of Michigan, drove out of Fenton, got like on the road. We stopped, topped off with gas, got a bite to eat. He took over driving for a bit while I got some sleep. And then right about, I can't remember if we were just getting back into Iowa from Illinois, if we had just crossed the border, or we were just about to cross the border. He needed to sleep, so we swapped back, and I drove the rest of the way, dropped him off, started driving, and I got to maybe about an hour or so from my house, and I had to pull over and get a couple hours more sleep before I could finish the trip because I was like out of it.
Fuck.
It's good to know that 12 and a half hours from where you are in Iowa is still almost Detroit. So it's good to know. Keeping this all in mind if I need you on a road trip.
It was a fun trip. I'd do it again. Just so long as we had more than maybe 2 people in the car. So then that way you could rotate the drivers out a little more. But the trip itself wasn't bad whatsoever.
And a good show.
It was a decent show.
Good might be an overstatement for most deathmatch shows, I guess.
I mean, there was gonna be no Meltzer 5-star classics at that show. I'll guarantee you that one. But for what it was a very enjoyable show, and I had a lot of fun at it.
Nice, dude.
So
I've had a good time at my deathmatch shows that I've been to.
I want to go to more.
Well,
I'd love to do more.
Tom, you know we missed with blood?
Me? No, I'm fine with it. I just think it's overkill, like, not that I'm a purist by any sense of the means, but just death matches. I mean, we had Ricky Nora on the show. I mean, well, JR and I did. You fucking missed it, Ace. But like, Ricky Noren is a deathmatch king and legend right now in the upper Midwest. So, just saying, like he's a solid dude, but also I don't necessarily particularly like to see all that. But hey, for some people it fucking works. I'll go,
kind of the same thing with me though, Tom. We were talking about this, and Ace, when we went and watched that GCW show in Chicago, I was a little bit nervous. Like, I don't want to watch any of this shit. But it was because it wasn't the whole entire show. I was okay with, that main major match. I don't know if I could take an entire show of nothing but death matches.
And they only really do those, like even CZW, man. When I went to those a couple years in WrestleCon, they had a lot of high flying matches too. Like AR Fox was one of their guys, and they had like a big box that they would put up on top of the corner post so they could get on that and jump even higher. And then they would have, like 2 or 3 fucking, death matches,
I mean, that's where MJF came from too. MJF was in CZW for a couple of years.
He was, yeah. And GCW does a really good job of balancing that out as well. Yeah, you go to like Tournament of Death though, like that's all you're gonna see is just like 5 matches of blood.
I mean, even at the death match show I did in Michigan, the first match on the show was just a regular scramble, and the most extreme they got was like chairs, kendo sticks.
Nice.
Normal stuff. So there wasn't anything near like what anybody else did.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So, Christian, here's another question. Who'd you steal that flag from?
You see, it isn't stealing.
It
was a gift.
Yeah.
It was a gift from Ace himself.
Huh. Well, I didn't know that was Ace's to give away. Huh.
I think I'm a grown man, and I think I could do whatever the fuck I want, Thomas.
I think you're a grown man who was given that as part of the fact that you're a 2-count host, but then just to give it away?
Well, to be fair, the story was that Madhouse up in Knoxville, tearing down. Hey, somebody left their flag up here. Oh, I know whose that is. I'll grab it, and then that way I can give it to him at the next show I see him. Feels like I'm never gonna see Ace at another show. Yeah.
I'll
tell you what though. After that week, though, there was a pretty decent streak where no one saw me, though. When I was at that last APW show, I felt like it'd been a minute. Like, even being in the ring, I was rusty.
You looked like walking death at Albert Lee.
I very much was. That shit sucked. That shit sucked. But we survived. Fucking Simon Gotch had to be like, who the fuck is this fucking AIDS victim in here picking me up? Jesus Christ.
It's good to know how you're
going to die.
The driver's license. Get to your car and get a nap or something, because you looked like you were just absolutely gone.
No, what I did is I pawned off the ride back to the cities that night on the fucking green kid that was there who drove Swaggle. I was like, dude, how cool would it be if you drove Swaggle and Simon Gotch back to the cities after both of them in the car together? Man, I'll do it. I was like, fucking great. Oh yeah, dude. Fucking. But then we had to take the ring down. Because
all 4 of us.
Yeah. Anyways, we got a great show this weekend, though. Are you going to be there?
I am.
You're going to be there. Okay. Brawl at the Hall, too. Look at these matches, dude. I'm choking over
now, that
here.
bottom right one, by the way, we don't know. We know that they're scheduled to appear.
That's not a match. That's just, they're going to just be that. They're probably pretty pissed. Now they lost their tag titles to the 319. We got Victor Payne taking on Elvin Falcone, Cole Cannon, and Ricky Bronson. The Battle of the AJs. AJ Smooth taking on Dr. AJ O'Callahan. Oh, excuse me. We got Jimmy Wild taking on, what's his name again? Is it
Uriah Upton?
Upton. We got who we got?
The Golden God, Bryce Jordan, and Gable Galileo. You blind motherfucker.
I was looking at the right picture of the free world. But yeah, you got the Golden God, JR's favorite, taking on Gable Galileo, which we don't always get them down in APW, but it's always a good time when the King of the Cosmos shows up.
Big fan of his.
Yeah, he's been at it for a while. He's really, really, really great talent. Love working with that guy. But yeah, excited. Last time we were at the hall, it was fucking crazy. It was a rocking night.
God, standing room only, crazy crowd.
Sounds like it's gonna be that way again this weekend, because it sounds like all the reserve seating are gone, near sellout already. So get those tickets now, y'all. Look, guys, we're a sponsor.
Yeah, we're a sponsor because, we have all that money to just piss away.
Yeah. Anyways,
hey, JR, what's your background, by the way? It looks like it's like staring up through the bottom of a golf hole.
Are you in the fucking Millennium Falcon?
It is a space. I finally found one that I can use from NASA again. That is not douchey. So right now, I hadn't been watching the whole thing, but yeah, this is through I'm guessing the space lab or whatever the fuck it is.
I was gonna say it looked like the top of Willy Wonka's big bubble elevator.
That could be it too.
That Charlie went up.
That could be it too. But it's looking down there at the Earth. See, now we switch back to going across the moon.
JR is just similating like rocket crashes. It's actually just the inside of that one Apollo that blew up. He just wants to know what it's like.
Now it looks like the beginning sequence of a horrible anime.
JR simulates death. Did you guys know this?
JR's face looks like the beginning of a bad anime. What are you talking about with the fucking background?
Jesus.
Oh, come on. That's a pretty... What now, JR? What do you guys say?
I was going to say, whatever. Talk about, you talk about bad anime. Talk about bad anime, and then I see your fucking shirt, and I'm like, yeah.
That shirt looks like a fucking cup from the food court in the 90s, for real.
Don't give a fuck. Shank it golf, everybody. Shank it golf. You got to use the fucking promo code. No, you can't use the promo code anymore. They don't have promo codes.
We don't want to use it because we get flagged, right? With this today in professional wrestling history.
No, I don't think that's the one we get flagged on.
I thought you said it was.
I don't think it's that one.
Motherfucker, if we get flagged. There we go. We didn't play near enough to get flagged.
No.
Didn't play near enough to get flagged this time. Tom, I don't know if you even knew about that, but some of our intros that JR spent all that fancy money on has been getting some of our shit pulled down.
Oh,
Well, it isn't getting pulled down. It's just we're getting flagged, and it is allowing us to continue to play it. We just don't make any money at it, which is fine because we didn't make any money at it now.
Well, if it's only YouTube, we've never made money off of YouTube, so we're fine.
Right.
Horrible.
Horrible.
29 years ago today, guys. 29 years ago today.
Jesus.
Speaking of WCW, Christian Hansen up there. Scott Hall made wrestling his history, ignited the Monday Night Wars on Nitro. Last seen in WWF as Razor Ramon, he shocked the world by walking through the crowd, interrupting a match, and saying, "You want a war? You're gonna get one." And then swallowed his toothpick.
You know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here.
Fans in the arena and at home were stunned. Many believed Hall was invading on behalf of the WWF, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. Great story. This unforgettable moment planted the seeds that would forever become the New World Order and change the landscape of pro wrestling. A lot of really, really great things because of that. A lot of shitty things also came out of that.
Truth.
But either way, it was super fucking exciting when it was happening. All right.
So, Christian, NWO or were you WCW? If you're watching the product, which one were you rooting for more?
WCW.
Okay.
I was a DDP boy.
Oh, man. Hell yeah.
DDP
Yeah, we should
and
also
Goldberg,
do some
those were my two favorites when I was still watching.
Good old Goldberg. Mixed reactions with the good old Goldberg, which, by the way, congratulations to him for finally fucking hanging it up, which, you know, let's be real. Once that Saudi money comes back and stuff like that, he will be all about it. Retirement my ass this last week for Bill Goldberg.
Good, he can drop somebody else on his head.
Let's be honest. The funniest thing about Bill Goldberg is every time Bret Hart called him Bill Goldberg, and then somebody, I think it was Mean Gene, goes, I think he just goes by Goldberg now. Yeah, whatever. Bill Goldberg.
That dude lives rent free in Bret's head. Even more than Goldberg's boot does.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, the mule kick lives pretty deep in there, you know, like concussion wise and stuff. So way to bring that up. What a dickhead. By the way, you guys think I'm a fucking heel. Like, that was a great fucking comment for a heel right there, Christian Hansen. What the fuck you doing?
Well, he did it to himself earlier in the match. Didn't he smack the back of his head trying to do the sharpshooter against the post, and he bounced his head off the floor there too? That's probably where it came from.
That's probably one of them. I mean, yeah, just not knowing the elevation of the ring was kind of poor there. You're right. So,
I mean, everything was all Bret's fault.
Whoa.
Bret screwed
everything.
Bret
everything.
Bret.
Bret screwed Bret, and then all the comments that he's made about it's like, oh, Goldberg was just so green, he just kicked my head off. And it's like, if you knew he was that green, and this is me talking as a ref standpoint, anybody that's a trained wrestler or whatever out there can feel free to comment for it. Like, if you know he's that green, and you know he has a tendency to throw it in there and not give a damn, wouldn't you kind of try and like back off a little bit and try and put in that little extra daylight between you and the bottom of his shoe?
Yeah, but Bret
just running full blast into it and then blaming him.
Well, Bret at that point in his career, I mean, he had gone through all that, you know, the dungeon shit and had done a little bit of time in Japan, so he is pretty used to a little bit more realistic style than probably some other guys coming from WWF, WWE, and then over to WCW. So, but you're right. I mean, if the spot is calling for a mule kick and shit like that, and you fucking aren't going to give some fucking daylight, can't get your fucking hand up or whatever, like, yeah.
I mean, even just getting his hand in between the foot and his head would have probably softened it enough to where he probably still would be upright and walking at a normal pace nowadays, as opposed to spending like an hour trying to walk across his living room.
That's fair. That's aggressively fair, but all right.
Like, don't get me wrong. Bret Hart was a great wrestler, but the last half of his career, those last couple of years in his career, really softened the blow on it.
Don't you feel like though the whole move over to WCW and all that was really, because it was very clear that he was more into his hype than a lot of other people were.
I could understand the move. I mean, when you get told from your boss that, hey, you're going to have a home here for the next 20 years and here's what I'm going to pay you, to within the span of a year of getting told that, being told, hey, I don't have enough money to pay you now, so we got to figure something out. And he's got a family to think about. He's got his future to think about. And if WCW is ready to just throw the checkbook at him, go get your money.
No, I totally get that. But also, don't you think at that same time he sort of developed this hyperactive ego, if you will?
I mean, probably. And I think probably a lot of it could have also stemmed with the fact of, look at the way things ended with like him and Shawn with that whole situation with the Montreal screw job. I mean, if you're going to go out, that's one heck of a memorable way to go out, standing in the middle at WWF's ring, spitting on the boss and spelling out WCW in the air.
Yeah.
And then showing up on Nitro. People know you're going to be there. It's just a matter of time. So people are going to be anticipating it. I could understand that him having the years like, I'm going to show up and it's going to be changing and it's just going to be great from here on out. I could understand that 100%.
Yeah.
Well, and I think part of him, like you said, Jer, I think ego, right? When he left WWE, and like I get it, he left because he was promised this, it didn't come through. So yeah, you're free. Go ahead, go fucking talk, have contract talks. We can't give you what we told you. But I do think ego was there because of that initial offer, and I think the old schoolness of the pro wrestling world was there because he had a real big beef about how things were slowly changing to a little more risque, and he was never a fan of that. I think there was a part of him that at a certain point, that's what gave him the balls to be like, okay, well, no, I'm not dropping the title. I'll give it up tomorrow on Raw. We'll do some fun. Nah, motherfucker. Okay, yeah, we fucked up. We can't pay you, but at the end of the day, that's still our property. We still run the story. Like, if we ask you to lose, you're losing. This isn't up for debate. Like, you're leaving us to go to another company. You can't. You have to go out losing. That's on them to build you up now. It ain't on us. Like, you need to lose the belt, and you need to do it at a big show, not just the next night at Raw because you're leaving. Like, it's set up. Lose the fucking belt. You're gonna lose.
He didn't want to lose in Canada. Come on.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Have
if
a
that's
heart.
your last, it doesn't matter. First of all, historically, WWE doesn't let anyone win in their hometown. So he should get off that boat real fucking quick. And then second of all, again, it doesn't matter if that's your last pay-per-view, man. You gotta drop. You gotta drop. It's fucking business. It's nothing personal. You can't leave. That's why they were able to make such a great fucking story out of Punk leaving through the crowd in Chicago at Money in the Bank after winning the title and his contract expired at midnight. Because it blurred the lines. You know what I mean?
If you never jump ship, we never get Bret versus Disco. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, I don't know if there's two more, if there's two bigger fucking curmudgeons of ex-pro wrestlers than Bret Hart and Disco Inferno. Bret at least seems to enjoy some of the product. Disco seems to want to shit on almost everything that is AEW related specifically, and then quite a few things WWE.
I wish you guys were on the very first Jericho cruise because he was supposed to be on it and he was just a dipshit and didn't make it because he didn't have a valid license or passport and didn't like think about asking until the week of. So Jericho told the fucking story like the first night on stage. And so everyone was ripping on him. Everyone was making fun of him for like the set where they do all covers. And this was also actually Halloween time because we got off the boat on Halloween, so it was the night before Halloween. So it was also the Halloween night thing. He dressed as a fucking disco guy, you know what I mean, like the 70s disco outfit, but then had this giant fucking nose on his face, and he did it the whole Fozzie show like that. Busted, what's Conan's show that he's on?
Oh,
Keep it 100.
Keep it 100. They did like 2 podcasts on the boat, and all they did was rip on disco for being a fucking idiot. Like,
well, fair point.
Oh, it was fucking hilarious, though. It was hilarious. Yes, somewhere online, I'm sure the videos there of Jericho telling the story of how he was on the phone with him, like, "Well, fucking, okay, well, can you get your birth certificate?" "No, man, I fucking closed," or some, and he was just like, "How the fuck have you been booked on this for this many months and you didn't think of any of this shit till now? Like, what the fuck?" Fucking disco and.
No shit. By the way, I want to give everybody an update. Whitney posted on her Facebook 20 minutes ago. She's just a bitch and decided not to be here tonight. It's fun. You guys want to do some rapid fire?
Sure.
yeah. Hold on. Stand by. Media assets. Oh God, I ain't got my goddamn.
Get my fucking leaders out here.
Oh, here it is.
Get ready for the rapid fire speed round.
One question time is taken up by me finding a goddamn.
Pretty fucking much. So, Christian, this is going to be kind of pretty much the same thing. We're just going to ask these questions. It's not quite as rapid fire as we want it to be, but it's still going to be a succession of questions from the three of us. Just not even grilling you, just throwing you some, some questions that of interest to us. Some of them are wrestling related. Some of them are just more personal or hobby related. So, are you ready for the rapid fire round?
Let's go.
All right, we'll go me, then Ace, then JR. Of all the venues you've been at for wrestling, whether it be for training or for refereeing or just in particular, just being there, maybe in the crowd, what's the worst venue you've been in for wrestling?
Oh, boy. Knoxville for the fair shows for IPW. Where the ring is set up, great. The locker room, ass. But the crowd is always hot.
Well, give and take. I appreciate that. What do you got, Ace?
Order? Oh, okay.
You, JR.
I didn't know what the order was. What's your go-to after a show for a meal?
Ooh, I like a nice steak, but also nothing beats a Frisco from Hardee's.
Fuck yeah, bro. Fuck.
Still always a fan.
Let's keep it on food. If someone said, Christian, I'm going to give you a complete full pie that you can eat yourself and only for yourself, what kind of pie are you going to choose?
I'm so hungry.
Dutch apple.
No kidding.
The crumble on top one, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm a
Yeah,
sucker for it.
the crumble's the best.
I'm kind of curious, though. What was yours, JR?
Oh, I'm a key lime pie guy.
Oh, okay. Key lime for me too, Tom.
Too.
Oh, I mean, if I got my choice of pie, dude, like it's too much. Like Dutch apple's a great one. I'm always a pumpkin guy because you can throw on as much whipped cream as you want. And no joke, low key fucking burner, strawberry rhubarb or rhubarb strawberry. One of those two, but like
that's number 2 for me. That's number 2 for me.
There we go. And by the way, apparently strawberry rhubarb is a Midwestern thing. Otherwise, everywhere else seems to just be rhubarb pie. So
interesting.
Anything rhubarb is good. I love rhubarb. I'll even grab the stalk right out of the ground and chew on it.
Dude, my man. Fuck yeah.
And if
so good.
key lime for me, JR, but French silk's right after that. Like,
Oh yeah,
wear French silk, just fucking.
French silk is the cheesecake of pies. I ain't gonna lie, dude. Like, it seems like everybody would low key just eat the shit out of it, but they don't ever really want to admit that may be their fucking favorite. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So with all the different venues for streaming music, are you Pandora, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music? What do you got? What's your go-to for streaming music?
Spotify. That's all I use is Spotify.
All right. Respect.
What's your favorite cartoon?
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, classic.
ooh, very
All
nice.
right.
So
Loki
you mentioned in some of these rapid fires, it's like there needs to be follow up. So you use Spotify. What is on your playlist?
A little bit of everything.
Okay.
I got everything from Insane Clown Posse to Chapel Rowan to Katy Perry to clips from to some of the musical music from Sweeney Todd and
Oh my
Beetlejuice the
gosh.
musical. WWE themes, of course.
That is super eclectic.
It is a literal Pandora's box inside my Spotify playlist.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So why did you choose to stay in Algona?
Well, I don't live in Algona.
Okay, fine. Why did you stay? Why did you decide to stay in a part of Iowa that is generally dog shit?
Because things are super cheap here, to the point to where the house I live in now was bought for $10,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-story house.
All right, you know what? I withdraw the question. I withdraw the question. I apologize.
I have a golf course a 5-minute drive from my house.
A 9-hole?
Yep.
Of course, you fucking dirty fucking bastard. I mean, I have a 9-hole course very close to my place as well, but
I got an 18 course like 10 minutes down the road.
yeah, I got one that's 15. So actually, I got 3
JR,
there.
how close are golf courses to your house?
I don't know. I gave up. You guys know the story. I got a hole in one. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
I know.
I got a Christian. I got a hole in one. Very next hole, 15. Fuck it. I'm done.
Very much highs and lows on that one.
Yeah.
Whose question is it?
Ace, it's yours.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite WrestleMania moment?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'd have to say Taker Shawn, WrestleMania 25.
Everyone always says that, and every time I'm like, oh, I was at 26.
The two that always pop to my mind is Taker Shawn and us sitting at a Death Dealer's house during WrestleMania 30 when Brock beat the streak.
That was a crazy, crazy time. You know what's crazy is, so Hornswoggle just did Taker's podcast this last year sometime. I don't know. But I happened to come across my YouTube, so I let it play while I was doing some stuff and was kind of paying attention. And they were talking about that because Swoggle was like, oh, fucking last time I saw you was Mania 30 or New Orleans. And like he couldn't remember. He couldn't remember the last time they saw each other. But like as they were getting like more into it, it came out to, they started talking about like, oh yeah, I don't remember that. Oh, New Orleans, yep, don't. He didn't even talk about the fucking streak. He just talked the whole time about how it's so funny because then it's like, yeah, that's right. This is all a story. Because it's like you talk to fans about that moment. It's like the streak, man. They broke the streak. You talk to Taker and he's just like, I don't remember shit. I didn't come to till 5 a.m. I don't remember anything. I don't fucking know. Like, whatever. I guess I was there. You know what I mean? And it's like one of the biggest things for that character's career. And he's just like, whatever, dude. I've watched it back. I remember it now, but only because I've seen it. He's like, I don't have any memories of being there.
In hindsight, maybe not a bad thing though.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I wish he did remember because I would have loved to hear his opinion on the crowd reaction. Because I was in the stadium and it was fucking crazy. Because it was so delayed, confusing, because we didn't really hear a bell. Like, you kind of just saw it flash finally. It was a weird thing, but like I've said it many, many times before, but never been into that big of a stadium and have a fucking hush fall over a crowd and have it, like, a pin could have dropped in there and you would have heard it. Was, you go from opening that show with fucking racist old ass Hogan, Rock, and Stone Cold, and then you go to that where like the crowd is hotter than fuck, and then all of a sudden, like,
the Silver Dome, brother.
oh,
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
Fucking moron.
Oh my god! All right, so here's a, I think, a good one. So as a referee, you can do anything you want, really. What would be your dream match of indie wrestlers in the Midwest here that you've never seen matched up?
Oh God, that's a good one.
That's a hard one with how many people we work with.
It is, but there were tons of guys that haven't worked together.
One match I really want to see is I want to see Bryce Jordan versus Gavin Parker.
All right.
That is a good match.
It'd be real good.
I've seen some things. I haven't actually watched a match of his live. I've seen some of his highlights on like Facebook and things like that. The kid impresses me. Dude knows it. Dude, I see that dude knows what's up. I'd like to see him mix it in there with Bryce and just see what happens. A couple of high energy flyers going around.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, well, let's do one more round here. Where's one place you haven't had an opportunity to work that you want to?
Oh God, I'd love to work MAW up in Minnesota. Pretty much any place. I would say CEW, but now I will be working for Bridge City Slam down there this year. So
let's go.
I can cross that one off the bucket list.
I wasn't even trying to lead into this. Just fucking great timing.
Hell yeah. Get your Bridge City Slam tickets, y'all. September 6th on sale at Ticketmaster today, starting at $20. Cannot wait. Look at this. Christy Hemming, which, oh my God. Jacqueline Moore, Masha Slamovich, Simon Gotch, and Matthew Reinhold. I can't, what does it say? Is it an H? Rehall? Fucking whatever. The Vaudeville.
Renwald.
Why do you use their actual names? It's the Vaudeville. I'm going to introduce them.
He can't go by Aiden English. It's a WWE name.
Actually, they did. But we did. No, they can. We did it at Social X. Frankie Kazarian, and of course the Godfather.
Is it? That's not the under. What was the Masked Brother?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's Frankie Kazarian, the king of TNA.
Frankie
There.
His arms may bear resemblance to the Masked Brothers' arms, but I get
Okay.
no one knows for sure.
Yeah,
I guess that's a question, JR. You'll have to ask him at Bridge City because we'll be there.
I sure will.
Full 2-count party is going to be there. I'm excited. I can't wait to get in there and actually get to ring announce Bridge City Slam this year. That's going to be fucking woo.
Ace working everywhere. Ace, one of the greatest in the Midwest.
Oh, you're too kind, my friend. You're too kind. Oh, so you just did that question. Okay. You're making towns, you and 3 other people in the car. Who you choosing to be in the car with? Could be live or dead wrestling.
Ooh. Eddie Guerrero.
Fucking, yeah. Solid.
Jericho.
Yeah.
Dean Malenko.
Oh, God. And those 3 love each other. So that would be one hell of a car ride.
Exactly. I don't even have to talk in the car. I just want to be a fly on the wall and listen to them reminisce and talk about old conversations and back in the day glory days.
Add Joe Malenko in there, and you got your comic relief.
Oh my God!
Joe Malenko's a fucking comedy genius. Tell you what.
That's a solid pick, though. I like that. JR.
Very, very smart stuff.
Sorry, work.
You have a
Are you a
job.
dog or a cat person, Christian?
The fucking layup of questions for the last one.
I gave him a hard one last time.
Both, honestly. I have both at the house right now.
Let's go.
So what kind of dog you got?
I got 2 purebred labs, chocolate and golden, or a
Nice.
white short hair. And then
How about the
right
kitty?
now I also have 1 mama kitty that the cat distribution center chose us.
Aww.
That was pregnant, and about a month after we brought it into the house, we now have 5 kittens running around the house as well.
Oh.
Ace wants another cat.
Maybe.
I don't want to say it any other way, but he needs to prepare for the future. All right.
I mean, yeah. He's in turn 14, 15 next month. Yeah.
I know. Discount still looks good, though. Discount still looks good.
Don't you fucking die on me. Oh, I
All
scared
right.
him.
You ready for the Tom game? Here we go. All right, Christian, this is very simple since there's only 3 of us tonight. You're going to pick, this is like the game F, Marry, Kill, if you will. So you're going to pick, of the 3 hosts here in front of us, you will pick one of us to be your tag team partner, one of us to be your opponent, and one of us to be your manager. Who do you got?
I'm going to choose Ace to be my manager.
Okay.
And Tom is my opponent.
What the fuck? And that means JR is your tag team partner?
Yes.
That's because he knows that I know how to get you kicked in the nuts.
FYI, this is the 10th time that JR has been picked as a tag team partner. He's finally reached double digits, everybody. He's finally reached double digits.
Hey, the
Good
last
for
time I
him.
was in Rochester, he got the better part of you, didn't he?
Oh, fuck you, Tom.
Don't know why you gotta say this. That was the quarter-century mark of me being picked as the opponent.
Dang.
And Ace's 8th time. Aces and 8s. There we go. Ace and 8s for manager for young Ace over there. By the way, we failed to mention this at the start of the show, but one of us just celebrated a birthday yesterday. It's young Ace, everybody. Give it up for the man. He turned 40 yet again. He's young at heart and in spirit.
I cried
But those
all day
knees
on
are
the
getting
couch.
old.
Cried all day on the couch.
You did not cry all day. You had golf in the morning. Or whenever.
Then he came home and cried.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that far behind.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fucking relax, Christian. You're way younger than all of us.
Fuck myself. Anyway.
I may be younger, but not by as much as you would think, and I definitely don't feel that much younger. That's for sure.
Hey, you're getting there. So yeah, your body. I believe it. Your body ain't fucking running around that ring. What do you got to plug there, bud? Where can people find you? What's the next few shows?
Next few shows, I will be at Absolute Pro Wrestling Brawl at the Hall 2 this weekend. I will also be at Madhouse up in Rochester coming up.
June 21st. Fuck yeah.
And then also Social Experiment Wrestling down in Clive. I will be down at that show.
Fuck yes. Very, very cool.
Other than that, I don't have social media really or anything. I have a Facebook page. You're more than welcome to look me up, Referee Christian Hansen on Facebook, but no, I hardly post anything on there. I am not very high on the social media game.
By the way, y'all, we just got an update. Whitney did die. You just literally basically ran down everything we were going to plug as well, except that Social X show. I don't have that poster. I need to get that. But yeah, you heard him say it before. Bridge City Slam, get your tickets. Central Empire Wrestling, biggest show of the year. We're gonna probably do a podcast out there. Christian's gonna be reffing. I'm gonna be announcing. There's gonna be all kinds of shit. Godfather's gonna be there, so some fool's gonna be high. It's gonna be a real nice night. Bring the kids. And then we're gonna move along to this weekend. Brawl at the Hall 2, West Des Moines. We are coming to the Hall again. All of the reserve seating, I believe, have sold out. You want to come? You better buy that $10 general admission ticket. It may end up being a sold out show too, so I would buy it before. Don't take chances at the door. It's gonna be a hell of a show. We killed it in there last time. It was so much fun.
Standing room only at the last show.
Yeah, man. And then Christian, you mentioned it. June, we got a Madhouse takeover weekend going down starting on June 20th. Pro wrestling trivia can be at X Golf here in Rochester. That's at 7 p.m. Myself, Tim Nella, Tom, Top Shelf Tom, Whitney, we all gonna be out there hosting this. Come hang out with us. We may even have a few of the boys there. We're gonna do some wrestling trivia. Winner's gonna get 2 front row tickets to the show the next night, as well as we're gonna have other prizes. We're gonna do a little longest drive, closest to the hole, longest putt contest. We're gonna have all kinds of fun. Christian, if you happen to come the night before, come on down.
I will be in town the night before.
Come on down. We're probably
bring those clubs then, buddy. Bring those clubs.
Bring your clubs. Probably get some simulated shit going on. Maybe do a little 2v2 or some shit in there. I know Victor Payne's coming. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. That's going down the 20th, 7 p.m. And following that, the very next night, Chateau Theater, June 21st. All my rowdy friends featuring the last Outlaw match, bringing it back. And what I'm excited for, main event of the night. Madhouse Wrestling Champion Solomon Tupu Uncle T taking on fucking Darren Corbin. First time ever. And I mean, we love our ginger snap. We love our ginger snap on the 2 count. Y'all know we love he could be a dick sometimes to people, but we love our Darren Corbin. We love our Uncle T. This is a match right here. And it's gonna be a hell of a show. We're very excited for this. So get your tickets there for sale. All kinds of great wrestling going on all over the Midwest. I'm just thankful that we all get to be a part of it. And it brings us all together. Perfect case right here. Christian Hansen, good friend of ours. And it was all because of this wrestling world that we became friends. So thank you for coming on the show. We had a
Thank
blast.
you guys for
Hopefully
having
you
me.
had a good time. Hopefully that ceiling don't fall on you.
You go home and take care of your animal friends.
Oh yeah, I gotta bring them food. I got a big bag of food in the back of my car. I gotta bring home with me tonight.
There you go. We'll see you down in West Des Moines. Well, sounds like we might be getting some golf action going. Possibly. I don't know. I'm a maybe now. So.
Jeez, again.
I know. I'll know for sure tomorrow.
Fucking hell.
This is like what, the 4th or 5th time we tried to get together golfing, and
I know.
Well, you know what? If he ends up being a maybe, I'll fucking drive myself goddamn down there, and we're gonna make sure we have a fucking foursome with Cole and Joey Jojo. All right, we'll make sure we have at least a fucking round of golf in on Sunday.
Well,
I'm not going all the way to Iowa yet again to not fucking play a goddamn course. Okay,
I'm not hauling my golf clubs in my car for nothing.
Well, and if for any reason if I can't make it work, there is a chance that the kid and I might come back after the show. So we'll see. I got to figure it all out tomorrow. But either way, get your tickets to these shows. Support pro wrestling, everybody. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, don't be an asshole.
See? Yeah.
And then June myself.
Yeah. We're definitely golfing after the Madhouse show that day. So Christian, if you're staying all weekend.
Oh yeah, I got a hotel room for Friday and Saturday night, so I'll be there Sunday.
We
fucking beautiful. Sunday. What a planner. What a great dude.
Probably like a 9-10 a.m. tea time Sunday morning. So yeah, we're gonna probably be about 8 of us. So you win. We got it. It's gonna be a good time. Fucking end the show, JR.
Oh well, I didn't know if we were at the end. We're not, because who knows what the. I never know what the end is.
Well, Whitney's dead. We got nothing else to do now.
I know, it sucks. Well,
see if she comes back next week.
All of you guys that were watching us, if you're watching us on Twitch, if you're watching us on Twitter, if you're watching us on YouTube, we appreciate it. Each and every one of you. Each. Did I say each or etch? It doesn't make any difference. We will see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.